Good morning, y'all. Oh, I told y'all I want to chitty chat this morning with you guys. And well, not with all of you, just specifically with some that's we're right now on my level. We're dealing with, you know, and that is, I want to discuss aging. Decided they were um, ready to die. Decided they were um, ready to die, whatever. And they decided they were born at the same time. They wanted to die at the same time. So I had made a comment saying like, they needed some help. You know what I'm saying? Because they went through, like what Dr. Kevorkian used to do back in the days. They went through that process and, are no longer here. Like, they needed some help. Somebody should have been helping them. And so somebody had responded to me and they were like, because they I think it has something to do, I can't remember exactly, but it has something to do, I think, with them loving each other and not wanting to be separated, wanting to go at the same time or whatever. And I'm like, no, it ain't got nothing to do with that. Which, if you want to kill yourself because somebody else might leave before you or whatever, then you do need some counseling. But I was like, no, that whole aging process, why is this person acting like they want to come across? Okay, all right, that's different. I was about to say, what? This is weird, but they just cut over, I guess, to make a wide turn into a driveway. But I was like, no, the aging process can be traumatic for some. You know what I mean? Especially in this day and time. Oh, phew. Especially in this day and time. Here, my face go leaking. Um, or my eyes rather. Especially in this day and time where you have a lot of people trying to defy the aging process. And, I can understand it because I see myself aging. I see myself aging. And, it's I see it like I saw with my mom, y'all. I knew my mom was getting older, and but you know what? She still looked so pretty that she didn't seem old, and she still did a lot. She was still very active. You know what I'm saying? She had a lot of life about her. So it was like to see her aging. She didn't look as old as what you know she was, even though she was young. My mom was only 68 when she passed. But because she had so much life about her, it didn't seem like she was that old. Um, and she really did still young. So I'm looking at myself and I'm like, you know what? I still look young, but I'm aging. And to what I was saying, as far as being able to understand, you know, other people, especially women in their 40s or whatever, that's going through and, were pretty, had those nice shapes and all this other stuff. And as you get older, and there's just certain things that take place and change with your body, regardless. I don't care how much you're working out. I don't care, the habits that you quit, um, which, in your 30s, you really should be winding down on habits and changing them up. And in your 40s, you definitely should. Because whoa, when that body starts changing on you. But there's still some of us that just want to age gracefully. We want to allow that process. We don't want to go against the natural order of things. Um, because aging is a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? You go through health issues, you deal with um, sometimes just standing and looking at the evidence of choices and decisions that you've made, um, just different things, as you get older, and you stand there and you're dealing with all of those different things. But it really is uh, a beautiful process. Because if you don't get older, that means somewhere along the way you have died. So aging is a beautiful process, and it's not something that I'm going to feel bad about. It's not something that anybody can make me feel bad about, because guess what? Um, Rose don't got them good knees no more. But these knees been good to me for 45 years. You know what I'm saying? With no maintenance. No maintenance. So there come a point in time, especially in this generation, where it's like they want to make you feel bad because you're getting old. That is simply the ignorance of the youth. Because when you get there and yeah, you notice those changes, you know what I'm saying? See your hair graying, you feel them joints aching, you know, you start going through all of these different little things. And it's like, wow, it's bittersweet. It really is. It's bitter sweet. You know, I don't care if you're a man, I don't care if you're a woman. There's certain things that we have to change up. You got to drink more water. You got to eat better. I won't say eat right, but start eating better. Start working towards those things. Stretching in the morning, man, like I told y'all, I don't know if y'all saw in my community or not, but I don't stretch anymore so that when I turn 80, I can be mobile. No, I stretch now so I can move around that day, or so I can get up easily. The next morning. I'm only 45. Y'all, I have always, all my life, been someone who exercised because my mom was. We would all get together, you know what I'm saying, in the living room, wherever, and work out together. Or we would sit down, I'd eat my snacks or whatever while my mom worked out. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I grew up with a mother that worked out a lot. And I did the same thing. Excuse me. Oh, excuse gracious. But, you know, like I said, I just wanted to touch base with those that are, you know, in the same boat I'm in. And this is really new for me. Of course, because even though I'm 5 years into 40, I ain't never been down this road before. I ain't been at this stage before. And don't get me wrong, my mama taught me very well about taking care of myself. And she set a very good example. She set a very, very good example. But there's still so much I don't know. And good morning. Go on Instagram and follow. And with that being said, you know, ladies, I'm sure y'all can relate to me a whole lot more, you know what I'm saying, as we age and everything. But I would even gladly hear the men's what they have to say about, you know, what they're going through or what they're experiencing or what they're noticing as they things that they have to pay more attention to, uh, or whatever, you know, things that they've stopped. You know, I had to quit drinking I was in my 30s. No, I was 40. The last time I had a job, I was 40 years old, because it was not hitting the same. It was not hitting the same. Like, instead of feeling great, I was feeling bad after. And I mean for days afterwards. So we just got to take better care of ourselves, and we got to live differently, big time different. And so I just wanted to talk to you guys about that, y'all, and see what you all have to say as far as what you've noticed about your aging process. How do you age gracefully? Um, just anything, because this is where I am. This is where I am now, and getting up in the morning, it's not so easy anymore. And I mean, like moving around, waking up, same, but I mean, because thank the Lord for that. But moving around, it's not the same. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think or what you have to say about what we were discussing today. And I'll get back with you later on. Skin changes too. Love you guys. Bye bye.